Hello, and good morning, my beautiful, wonderful friends. Welcome. This is a third day vlog, and when actually today I will have to record the voiceover, but yesterday I was creating this card you could see just over there, and today, because it's a Boxing Day, I have something super special. I've made a little surprise for you. Along with the video, with the link to the video on the Craft World platform, on this Christmas Hope group, you will find this post, and then there will be some free downloadable files for you because I want you to have something super special. This is my present for you for the Boxing Day. I've created those ready printable files for you so you could create something with me. And because it's a Boxing Day, I thought we could create some sort of the box, and we're gonna be doing this explosion box. What I'm having here, it's a ready-made base for the explosion box. I've just did it a second ago. Unfortunately, I've started recording, then my phone was ringing and it was stop recording and I didn't realize that. But what you can see here, it was piece of the white cardstock, 12 by 12 inches, which I score at 4 and 8 inch on both sides, creating this pattern. And then I've just cut off those squares on the corners, and that's it. Nothing really difficult. And here from those printable files, you have this piece with this 4 sides, which I'm trimming just now, and they will fit perfectly to your box, because that was my idea, to create something which will help you to create this explosion box, and you will have this lovely springy tone papers. I thought at this point I thought everyone are just I think as a crafters, you probably did tons of Christmas cards, and like me, you cannot wait to dig into different patterns. So I just thought, why not creating something more like refreshing and in the spring tone for a change. Besides, that way you will have this diversity. You had some free downloadable files with this winter roses I've created, and now this springtime one that will give you a little bit more diversity into your stash, because you can print them. And yes, these ones are designed to cooperate well with the explosion box. However, you can use them on all sorts of cards. You could create different cards from them as well. But just something, I want you to have, and I wanted to create something which will be this lifting spirit, if I could say so. So now I'm just chopping off all those 4 squares. There is a 4 with this flowery design paper, which I'm planning to use on the outside, and then 4 with this wreath for the inside part. So as you can see, I'm chopping everything over here, and then because I actually create those squares to be 4 by 4 inches, but I've decided to have this little white rim, so I'm just trimming them teeny tiny bit from each side, just so I could have this nicely lovely white trim all over. But if you would like, once you print them, they are 4 by 4 inches, so they will work well if you wouldn't like to have the rim as well. And now I am having this additional piece of the pattern paper, which I've decided to create as a solid pattern for A4 size page. And what I did here, I just printed on the both sides. It's lovely, like a very muted tone, like a wooden tone, wood grain a pattern piece, which I think it goes really nicely with those nice pastel tone flowers. I am sorry that I didn't manage to deliver the video in the same vlog style, but I've been trying to record it a few times. I had a few attempts, and each time like my phone was either ringing or when my son went for his nap, so I had to start over, and I didn't want to start from the beginning because I had missing this video footage, or I lost the track with the things I was trying to say to you. So I'm sorry, I hope you will forgive me that, but It's actually Christmas already started, and I'm just trying to finish off this video, so you could have and enjoy this content, because the idea behind this Christmas hub I am creating is that I would like to have some positive, nice content. If any one of you is spending this Christmas on your own, you can always jump onto the craft world. This is amazing, truly amazing platform where you can find lots of beautiful friends and inspiration, which will help you to boost your creativity and also will give you some ideas you can try and do on your own. If you're staying home alone, please just jump on, sign on to the craft world, and I'm sure we could become friends over there. My handle is Drop of Sunshine, which you probably know by now if you're watching my YouTube channel, and if not, welcome. If you're here first time, I'm actually not saying that very often, but if you are here for the very first time, I'm very honored to have you here. I hope you will enjoy this video and all other videos I am preparing. So if you decide to see more from my videos, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, so that way you're not gonna be missing out any content I am posting. And now back to the video. What I did, as you can see, what I normally do, I am using the for my box base, I am using the 11 and 7-inch square paper, but this time I just used 12 by 12, so my lid has to be a little teeny tiny bit bigger than 4 inches, because that way if I will create my base 4-inch and the top lid also 4-inch, that way it will be very tight fit, and sometimes the box is not closing perfectly. So what I like to do when I'm scoring, I am just moving this, you see on the beginning of the scoring board you have this really thin line, it's like not even 1/8 of the inch. I'm just slightly moving and then I'm scoring, which you could observe here. And once I have all scoring line, I am cutting off those 3 sides. I had a few box videos before on my channel, which you can check, and I've explained step by step how am I creating this box base and the box lid, so it's something I don't think I'll have to go over again. You can easily watch the previous video, and here you can see I'm just checking if it's all fitting nicely, and once I'm happy I will start assembling the lid. And what I like to do, I'm also chopping teeny tiny hair inch on those inside flaps, just so they could fit nicely and nothing is bending. And I'm just gluing my box with the help of the double-sided tape. You could use a liquid glue as well, but to be honest, I'm unprepared. I'm totally unprepared for this video. I was trying to rush myself so I could finish everything, but we are moving from one house to another. Half of my studio, it's been already packed and sitting for me in a new house, but it's just one big mess, because I'm start losing myself, thinking like, oh, which stuff I've already packed, and I must have misplaced the bottle of the glue I had, or and the other spare drawer with the glues I'm having, it's already packed. So I'll be just using a double-sided tape and some hot glue for today's video. I've decided to create this design this way, that you don't have to use any additional dies or anything. It will all, once you cut the elements, you will have plenty to create this explosion box. And I'm having this idea how to dress up the inside part as well, because usually what my biggest trouble with creating this explosion box is that once you take the lid out, it's all staying flat, and sometimes you could use those wooden chipboard shapes or something to create something standing in the middle, or create some like a little basket with the flowers or some other sort of a composition, so it's not gonna be flat. But I will show you a very simple idea how to fill up that space so it's not gonna be flat, so you will see it in a minute. And now what you can see me here, I am just attaching those outside panels. And because this pattern this flowery pattern. It goes like on the angle, so every time I'm attaching this piece to my box, I am making sure that the next one, the pattern is continuously going on the same side, so the pattern is not on the opposite side. It will still look nice, but it's very nice and elegant effect if you will direct all your papers so the pattern is continuously going in the same direction. I think it's just add the elegance to the box, and it's very easy. What I did, I'm just adding this double-sided foam tape to all sides, and then just quickly gluing it, and just like that, the box is looking beautifully. I think I've been just missing the spring colors because I've been doing lots of Christmassy cards and different projects, and it's all about the Christmas colors, and that I was really missing the springtime. Even the winter collection I was designing myself, as you notice, it has some roses in it because I love flowers, and I would add them to any of my designs. Now here you can see I have this 4 red wreath which I am attaching in the middle, and this is something I came up with because I thought it will be a perfect idea to put on the inside part, and then it has this white space which you can stamp on it if you don't want to use those ready-made. I have 4 sentiments which are ready to glue inside with some lovely lifting encouraging messages. But if you don't want to use that, or you would like to create the box for different type of the occasion, for a friend birthday or the Mother's Day which will be coming shortly, or all sorts of other occasion like anniversary, that could be a nice for the anniversary treat as well. So whatever occasion you have, you've got this white space which you could add your sentiment to it. If you have some computer program, then maybe you could print inside of it, or if not, you can use the stamps and you could stamp inside, emboss it, whatever you would like to do. There is this space for you to use. So I've designed this project that way that you could make the most of it and use it for many different occasions, and not necessarily on the explosion box. You can also use it on different type of the cards as well. I maybe actually, because I've print few copies just because I was testing, and some of them they're not great. I had to trim them or redesign them a little bit just to make sure it's all properly done. So I have few extra spare copies, so I definitely maybe do 1 or 2 flat cards just to show you some inspiration what else you could do apart from the explosion box as well, and that way I'll be using these copies. But anyway, here you can see how the box is nicely closing, and how all things matching together. Now I have those 4 sentiments, and then I have this additional wreath as well, which I thought that would be a good idea to cut them and then raise them above the one which are on the flaps. And initially I was planning to do so, but to be honest, once I was cutting this wreath, I realized my son is waking up from his nap, so I just thought I want to quickly finish off this box because it's Christmas time when I'm finishing this video, and I didn't want to spend too much time in the craft room because I wanted to spend that time with my family. So I've decided to not use that idea which I initially had in my head to raise up those wreaths on those 4 panels, and that way give them some additional dimension as well. But I've decided to keep the wreath for the central piece for my box, and just only glue those circles with the sentiments. Now one thing I must tell you, my friends, because according to the Polish tradition, we are opening our presents on the Christmas Eve. It's a very special day for us. We all gather together in big families, because in our tradition we usually meet few generation, all aunties, uncles, grannies, everyone. Obviously this year is one and only for a very first time we have those challenges that we cannot meet together, and like we decide to stay in Scotland. We're not going home for this Christmas, and we've been doing some Skyping with my parents, and talk a lot over the phone with our family members and friends and everyone. But just to let you know, because it's quite funny actually, my son was opening his Christmas presents, and everyone sent him some lovely little gifts and things like that, and he normally doesn't get as much. Like we obviously buying him toys and things, whatever he needs, but I'm trying to be reasonable and not go excessive with everything he have, because I'm trying to learn him, teach him how to respect, and his toys, and just to not grow up with this being too much spoil and things. So he was opening the parcel. He had a few from my parents, from his godparents, and from my granny, and I think he opened like 2 or 3 presents, and then he says, "Oh, it's enough." It was so cute and funny when a little boy, he says that's enough. He doesn't need anymore. So it was so funny, but we were keep saying like, no, the all presents are for you. But he just opened 2 parcels, and he was like, "Oh, that's it, that's enough." And he went to play with them. So it was something, I can tell you that, oh, he's cute, bless him. He's a really good heart boy. So I'm luckiest mom ever to have such a wonderful boy. Now here you can see I have those a pattern which I designed to go on the side of the box, and here I had the initial version. I have to actually change it, because the first one I did, it was too short to match the side of the box, because I wanted to have this pattern to be able to dress up the sides of the slit. But obviously, as you know, I am just learning to design myself. Not everything goes perfectly from the first time I would like to. So I didn't realize that it's gonna be shorter, because one thing I must tell you, my friend, that those designing programs, they are based on the pixels, and I'm still trying to find my way to wrap my head around, because it's so hard for me to check these measurements in the pixels, because I know nothing about that. So sometimes I have something in my head, and I was like, oh yeah, that will be a good size, but then I'm just printing it and it's totally wrong. So I'm still trying to learn, and obviously I wanted you to have this best project, so it will look nicely. So I just managed to sort it out, and change the pattern. So these new strips, they are matching perfectly the sides of the box. So I thought it would be something nice, and especially that this design paper, this wood grain, it's very nice, very subtle, and I think it looks very, very nice together with this pastel color flowers. And here you can see I'm just gonna be attaching, and I'm just rambling, looking for the glue. And this is the moment I realized that I must accidentally pack the bottle of glue I had somewhere here, because I cannot find it. So but never mind, this is the box I am making for myself. It's not actually it's not gonna be given to anyone, I think, but even though I am using this hot glue gun, so it will stay glue nicely, but I would rather use liquid glue if I had it on hand. But also, just to let you know that I've decided to cut some of my elements using my brother's scan and cut machine, and I did it purely because I wanted to finish that video quicker, just so I could spend the rest of the day with my family. However, you do not really need any special equipment. You can cut everything with the help of your scissors. And for my inside part of the box, I've decided to cut myself this square. And at first I thought maybe I will do some sort of a basket or something, but then I just realized that this idea came to my mind to create some sort of a arch, which you will see in a minute. And now I am just attaching those strips with the hot glue gun, as I've mentioned, so that way my top lid will be dressed up nicely, and these flowers, they will look very very nice, and they will match up with this flowery pattern which is on the side of the explosion box. So that way both lid and the base will be just, you know, bounded together. They have the same roses design. And once I have a glue, I'm just gonna be adding a little composition on the top. I'm just trying to do a dry run just to see whether I'm happy. And what I came up with, the idea is that I have those roses double, like two of each design on one page. So what I did, I've cut the larger one just following the guidelines, and then the smaller one, I just trimmed the inside portion of the rose, just skipping those largest outer petals. And that way I've created this dimensional flower by gluing one layer on top of another one, like something you do with this 3D decoupage elements. So I cut the smaller portion from the second flower, and adding them one on top of another, and that way I have this lovely dimensional flower. So this is idea for you as well. If you don't want your roses to be flat, you can do it as well. So here you can see I will be working on the inside part, and I'm having those four little banners, like a round shape tags with the sentiments. And the sentiments I've created is something I really I am resonating with, and I want you to have something to lift your spirit for you or for a friend or anyone in your family members. If you've got someone you think they will need a little bit cheering up, this is something you could create and give them. And the one I've chosen is that beauty begins with the moment you decide to be yourself, because to be honest, there is no one else like you. And that's on the other side. I've put that we are one of a kind. Every person is special, and every person have some special gift. We've been given by God some sort of a talent, and it's we should be ourselves and make a use of what we have to serve others. And I think that when you are yourself, you are the best version you can be, because sometimes when people trying, I can see especially lots of young kids and teenagers, they've been in this loop of watching a lot of social media contents, and sometimes we don't realize that things which are posted on the online, they're not always true. And then people, when they trying to pursue that unrealistic image, they've become very unhappy, because they're trying to pretend or play or behave like to be someone else which they are not truly in their heart. And this is something which makes people really unhappy. So I want to give this shout to the world that you always should try to be yourself, and the only one person you should be really competing with is yourself from the day before, from the yesterday. So always be yourself, because you are very beautiful as you are. You are a wonderful person, and this is something I truly, this is the message I would like to give to the world, that you should always try to be yourself, because that's the true beauty. And you should also always believe in yourself. That's another one which I post over here, because to be honest, my friends, whoever watch my channel, I've been saying that many times, that for a very long time I was very anxious and uncertain person. And even though I've been creating crafts for nearly 10 years, I've been not sharing them to the world, just because I wasn't feeling like, oh, I'm not on the same level as someone else, that I'm just learning, I'm not good enough, I don't have as much crafty supplies or talent or knowledge or anything. I was keep denying myself this that I could do that, or I didn't believe in my own strength. But since I've started, slowly convincing myself, it was a very huge step for me to start YouTube channel, and this is something I was dreaming for years. I just never had the courage. But since I'm here, since I've started sharing my artwork, I'm getting so much love and kindness from every one of you, and especially my craft world family. I could say that, and I've been saying that 1,000 times, that I am, thanks to this wonderful community and family I have over there, I've built myself self-confidence. Well, I'm still on a pathway to do that, but I am believing in myself more and more every day. And thanks to that, thanks to this self-belief and motivation, I was managed to really start working on my dreams, to start creating things I love. And this is something I really want to tell you, my friends, that always believe in yourself. There is this we all have been a God's creation. We've been created to resemble the what's the best in the God. And I think that we should always follow our heart and be courage, my friends. Give yourself this permission to dream, to follow your dreams, and believe in yourself, because this could be something which will change your life, like it did for me. Since I've started, having this faith in my skills, and thanks to my support of my loving friends, I've decided to start sharing and doing more. My life has never been the same. And this is something I truly want to tell you, my friends, because this is a reality for me, and I'm sure for many of you. If you're not feeling that you have this self-confidence, definitely I pray for you, so you could find your true heart and your true desires, what is in your heart, because every one person is special. Everyone has some truly amazing gift, and we should be using our gifts to serve the others. And this is what I would like to do. I would like to be able to bring you joy, so you could change your life as well, if you haven't done it by so far. So definitely look on yourself and on this miracle wonderful person you are, and follow your dreams, my friends. So here it's the thing I've decided to do on the inside part, because I didn't want to have my box to be entirely flat. I've decided to create this ring, and I'm using this wreath part which I was cutting before, and I will add this loop on top of that, just so I could have this lovely arch. And when I was creating that, I came up with another idea, that I would like to have something on top of this arch, some little, like a flower composition, or some sort of a encouraging message as well. So here you can see I took a little break, and I've created a more design. So this is another one which will be added to those free printable files. Here you can see I've cut it, and this one has lots of the little messages as well, which saying that you are talented, you are amazing, you are beautiful. All those positive encouraging messages you could use for many cards, for many occasions, and just to do something. And the biggest present you can actually give me from this video, from this vlog, if you will download my papers, please just do one of those encouraging cards, and give it to someone who you really think he would need that. Give it to a person who you would like to support in their self-confidence and their self-belief in themselves. This is the best Christmas present you can give me, to create something and pass along this kindness to others, because that's why we're here. We're building this crafting community to support each other and help each other out. So I would be honored if you will decide to create something and pass along it to support someone else, your best friend, or someone from your family, or even a neighbor. If you see someone or like, I don't know, maybe a daughter or a teenage daughter or someone from your neighbors, whoever you would like to choose, and then maybe just create them a card saying you're beautiful or you are amazing or something like that. Anything what you will decide to do would be a perfect gift to spread the kindness. So I'm encouraging you to do that, my friends. So here it is, my box, just how it's look like it's finished. I'm sorry, my friends, my phone stopped recording the last 2 minutes, I think, but I had a phone call from a family member, and I didn't notice my phone was on a silent, so I'm sorry. This video's been so cut up, and even if I tried to create a vlog style on one go, but it didn't work, so I had to do a voiceover. So I'm sorry for that, but I hope you enjoy this project, this box. This is how it looks on the outside. I've got those 3 pearls and this "you are amazing" sentiments, and once you open here it is, lots of good positive messages here. So I hope you enjoy this little treat from me on the Boxing Day. And just to let you know, as a little reminder, all printable downloadable files, I have 2 because I've used up the rest and I just don't want to print it again. I will print it if I'll need it, but all files, I think it should be 4 or 5 pages for you to print, to create everything what you see in this box, and then you will end up with a few, like a spare one, those little sentiments and some flowers. I've already put them aside, so I'm sorry, but thank you so very much, my friends. I hope you had this wonderful time over the Christmas, and that you enjoy this Christmas hop and everything everyone prepare for you. I am praying for you to stay blessed, stay happy and joyful, and I'm trying to look with the hope for a new year, that I'm hoping that this 2021 will be a little bit easier to all of us, and I hope we will get through this together. And thank you once again with all my heart for all your support, for your kindly loving messages, for all the Christmas wishes I receive, and for all this positivity and strength you're giving me, because thanks to you, my friends, I've started believing in myself as well. I've started designing, I'm start reaching for my dreams, and it would never happen if it not all of you, my friends. So thank you, and I hope you will accept this little gift from me, which you can print and create something. And once again, stay blessed, stay safe, and I am wishing you all very best. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hope to see you here shortly. Bye bye.